everyone. This is the first in a series of tutorials on how to conduct the t-test in SPSS. The first video is going to be about getting access to the sample files and conducting some basic descriptive statistics. So this file that I have here is one of the many that I have gotten from SPSS. SPSS comes with a folder full of sample data that you can use to practice. And you usually have to go into your computers wherever you have your SPSS loaded, and then you can look for the folder where if you go into applications, you should be able to see where the SPSS file is. And here it is. And then once you get that, you can open that up and you sample and you get all the English files that you need. You can use any of these for various tests, right? So this is the one that I have here that I opened up, and that is the aflatoxin file. So now that you have that here, you can use it to run any of several tests on SPSS. So when you are going to do the statistics, you're going to do inferential statistics, but you always have to start with the descriptive statistics, right? And remember, all of the tests in SPSS are found under this tab here. And so for the descriptive statistics, we have, a variety of tests here, but the main ones that we are interested in are the frequencies and the descriptives, right? So depending on whether the variable is a quantitative variable or a qualitative variable, you will use either of these. So quantitative variables, you'll use the descriptives, because of that you will be able to get some tests like the mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, all of the ones that you need for a descriptive variable. So once you have done that, once you've chosen this from the options, you turn on the mean and the standard deviation, whichever one of ones you are interested in. So we have the variable of choice that we're interested in, and then we just do OK. And that gives you, now it's hidden, but just go to Windows, and I have a variety of things open right now. So if we go to Windows, we will see here, don't pay attention to all of this. And you know what, maybe I should close this off so that it won't be distracted. And I'm going to run this again. Analyze, descriptive, and descriptives. This is for quantitative variables. And so when you open it up, this is what you would see. So you will move your scale variable or your quantitative variable into the variable box. You'll click on options and you'll select mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and the variance. So you can even do kurtosis and skew if you need to. But for now, we'll just keep it to these. And then you do OK, and then you do OK, and there is the result of your descriptive statistics. So we have, it's a sample size of 32. There's nothing missing. The minimum value for the aflatoxin level is 4. The maximum is 19. The mean is 11. So, and the standard deviation is 14. The variance is 18. So this is how you would generate your descriptive statistics. Now, if you wanted to do, say, a graph, you would go, there are a couple of ways you could do graphs on SPSS, but this is the simplest one. You go to Graphs, Chart Builder, and then it would open up like this, and you can choose any one of these types of graphs. Now, this is a quantitative variable, although we have a very limited amount of data. We just have 32 subjects, 32 rows. So here we want to get a histogram. We choose histogram, and then we drag this up to here, and then we click on the variable of choice, and we drag that down here. And this is our histogram. If we wanted to, uh, simulate a normal curve for that, we would do that and then okay. And so this would be a plot of the frequency distribution for um, the values that we have in our data set. So that was basics of how you would do quantitative descriptive statistics. Now, if you wanted to do qualitative, that's where you want to look at this descriptive frequency. So we would move the qualitative variable into the variable box and we click on statistics, and what we really want is just the frequency table at this point for this variable. So if we did okay, so we would see here that for the type of corn, we called 4, labeled 4, categorized as 4, there are 16. And then for the ones that are categorized as 8, there's 16. So they're using 4 and 8 here as values, as sorry, not values, as labels. So they're not numbers necessarily. It's just kind of an ID number. And so you can see the two groupings here. And that is how you would generate your frequency table. If you wanted to do a plot for a categorical variable, again, you go to Graphs, Chart Builder, and this time we will generate, let us do a pie chart. And so we go to pie, we drag that there, and we now choose the variable of choice, and then we click OK. And so we knew that there was an equal distribution of the two types. So that's the basics of the descriptive statistics. Now there are some other type of descriptive statistics that you can generate, but I think that's all we're going to be relegated to for now. If you wanted to do, say, a bar chart, which you may want to do, then you would go again to graphs, and this time you would choose the bar in here. And of course, we already know that there's a basic equal distribution for this variable. So we have just as many 4s as we have 8. So that's the essence of our descriptive statistics. And then so you would copy this, and you want to copy it as depending on where you're going to put it. Now there are several ways that you can save it and I'll export it, and put it into your Word document or your PowerPoint, depending on what you want to do. But you would usually copy this or this and paste it. You can even make changes. If you double clicked on any one of those charts, then you can make changes. You double click on it, and here we have this line. It's very heavy. So if we wanted it to be lighter, we will weight in the style. We would go here. If we wanted it to be, say, dashed, we choose that, apply that here, and we close it. So this would be our new rendition. And if we wanted to, say, change the color, again, we would double click here, then double click on that, and we would go to fill and say we wanted to change it to red. This color is not available. Yeah, I don't know why it says that, but so this is what it would look like. You close here, and there you have it. So that's the basics of the descriptive statistics.